What's up, YouTubers? Red Crimson 102 here. You guys already know what time it is. Today is the Rog Ally X Day. I've ordered my Rog Ally X off of BestBuy.com, and today my text message came in today saying that my Rog Ally X is available for pickup. So I'm on my way to pick up my Rog Ally X. I've seen a lot of YouTubers, they have their Rog Ally X already and they are enjoying it. Yes, I'm excited. I'm a big Rog Ally fan. The last year's model, the white edition model, the white knight model is what I call it, was great, phenomenal. As soon as I put my hands on it, I fell in love with it. The sound, the quality of the sound is loud, crisp. The gameplay, the frame rates was high on there. The variable refresh rate was awesome. I just love the device, man. And yes, I like it a lot better than the Steam Deck. And I'm so happy they came out with the Rog Ally X. We get extended battery life. And that's what I'm most excited about, like I said in my last video. Now, this is the vlog, and I'm going to do my trek to pick up my Rog Ally X. So right now, I'm on my way to Best Buy to pick up my Rog Ally X. Yes, I'm so happy. I'm so excited, man. That big battery, that 80-watt battery, you can play your games a lot longer now without worrying about the battery light flashing and the system dying on you. But anyway, let's get out of here, guys. Shall we? Alright guys, off we go, off we go, off we go. Alright guys, Red Crimson 102 here, back again. I'm in my vehicle and I'm about to head to Best Buy, my local Best Buy, and pick up my Rog Ally X. And as I've said many times, I am excited, man. The bigger battery just got me excited. I can't stop talking about that bigger battery. Off we go. So, what are your guys' thoughts on the Rog Ally X? Are you excited? Are you guys picking it up? Or you already have the first Rog Ally, so you're not gonna be bothered with the Rog Ally X? I mean, personally, if money is tight and you already have last year's model, I wouldn't break my neck and try to get the Rog Ally X. But me personally, I think if you like a device and it's a lot better than the last model and there's like small incremental upgrades, I think you should support it. I think you should get it. Now, if it's not a big upgrade, then I wouldn't worry about getting it. It all depends on you. It's kind of like the Nintendo Switch. The OLED screen was a huge upgrade, and everybody went out there and bought one. Now, there's a lot of people out there who lie to themselves saying they don't need that switch OLED. But those are people who are broke and they want one, but they can't afford one. I'm not one of those guys. I like to lie to myself. But the switch OLED was a huge upgrade, and it was well worth it, and I'm enjoying it. And if you look at the sales data, the Switch OLED has been killing it in sales for the past couple of years. It's the highest selling Switch model. So that just further backs up my point that the OLED model was worth it. So yeah, I think if you like a product and they come out with a slightly better or a better version of it, support it. So what am I trying to say? I'm trying to say, if you like the first Rog Ally, get the second one if you can afford it. But if you can't afford it, then don't worry about it. That's what I'm saying. But just the bigger battery, the 80-watt battery, is a big enough upgrade and more than enough reason to buy the Rog Ally. Now, the 24 gigabyte of RAMs aside, if it was still using the same 40-watt battery, I wouldn't even waste my time with a Rog Ally X. Despite the better buttons and the better analog and the rounded edges, people claim that it has over the standard model. So the bigger battery is worth the purpose to me. Is it worth $800? I think $800 is steep. What they should have done was sell it for the same $700 and drop the last year's model Rog Ally to maybe about, let's drop it by $100 to $150, somewhere within that bracket. The $800 is kind of steep. I feel as if for $800 they should have added an OLED screen. Now, I've seen people with ridiculous comments saying that, well, if they added an OLED screen, it would have been more money. That's nonsense. How much more money is it going to be? $200 more? $100 more? It's going to be $900? Come on, guys. That's just marketing talk, man. ASUS is just getting over people. It's not going to cost them any extra cash just to add an OLED screen. Steam Deck did it, and the Steam Deck is being sold at a reasonable price. And has a bigger battery. The Steam Deck OLED has a bigger battery than the previous LCD launch model. So it's all marketing talk, guys. You can't believe everything that you hear and read. Matter of fact, here on YouTube, guys got to stop being sheeps. So I think ASUS got over on the price, but I can afford it, so hey, and to be fair, man, people like me may be part of the problem, going out there supporting high-priced product with small upgradable, or rather, let me correct myself, small upgraded increments. Small incremental upgrades. Let me correct myself, guys. But yeah, man, just the bigger battery alone has me excited, man, because man, the Rog Ally is such a great system, man. I love it, man. And there's a lot of people that seem to hate on the Rog Ally. And those are mostly the Steam Deck crowd. And it's funny because we're living in an age where, people love to defend. People will defend what they love to death. I mean, even going as far as ignoring facts like, that Rog Ally is better. I mean, before the OLED model, the Rog Ally had a better screen. The graphics the GPU is so much better than the Steam Deck. It makes the Steam Deck look outdated. Well, anyway, the Steam Deck is outdated. I mean, everything was just better. It was just better overall. The sound, everything is just better. The only thing the Steam Deck OLED has over the Rog Ally X now is just the OLED screen. We all know nothing beats an OLED screen. Now, come on now, especially me. I'm spoiled on OLED. But does the Rog Ally have a great screen? Sure it does. Is the OLED screen better on the Steam Deck OLED? Hell yeah, for sure. But before that OLED screen came, on the Steam Deck, man, the ROG Ally screen was beautiful, man. Like, no problems, man. But I guess the Legion Go, I'm gonna talk about the Legion Go for a bit. The Legion Go, honestly, for an LCD screen, that looks actually pretty good. I think the Legion Go screen is a lot better than the ROG Ally screen. First of all, it's bigger. That's the biggest plus in itself. And for an LCD screen, it looks pretty sharp, man. The colors and everything. The color gamut and the screen size is definitely a lot better than the ROG Ally. But here's the kicker, guys. What the ROG Ally X is what the first edition ROG Ally that launched last year should have been. The ROG Ally X should have launched last year instead of the white model. And that's why it's just good for manufacturers to not hurry up and rush their products. Just take their time and make it. If Asus had delayed the ROG Ally, we would have gotten the ROG Ally X. But these PC handhelds are taking the right step in the right direction by putting bigger batteries in their handhelds. And I don't know why that wasn't a no-brainer to begin with. I mean, if you're gonna boast that your handheld can play PC games, you already know the battery life is only gonna last like 30-40 minutes like a ROG Ally. I mean, they should have at least put a bigger battery in there some way, somehow, even if they had to put 2 batteries in there. And I believe the ROG Ally X has 2 batteries in there. They should have went ahead and put like a mini third battery in there, like a smaller battery. Kind of like kept the same battery they had in the ROG Ally and just paired up with the 2 additional batteries they have included within the ROG Ally X. But to be fair, I don't know what the size of the ROG Ally battery is. I've never opened mine, but they could have at least throw like a mini battery in there, pushed it past 80 watts. But 80 watts is nice, man. They took the right step, and I'm pretty sure, or at least they should, other PC manufacturers with their PC handhelds should follow suit, and everybody should start putting a big battery in the handhelds, man. But I've seen the benchmarks, I've seen the YouTube videos of the ROG Ally X in action, and the hours are great, man. I've seen Cyberpunk on the ROG Ally X. I want to say, was it 3 hours and, was it 2 hours and 45 minutes or 3 hours and 45 minutes? I mean, that 3 hours and 20, something like that. Looking 3 hours and 25 minutes or 3 hours and 45 minutes. I can't remember, but we're talking Nintendo Switch launch model Breath of the Wild territory right now. So they're taking a step in the right direction, man. It's a pity they couldn't just go ahead and drop a 100 watt battery in there. That shit would be crazy. But yeah, man, I appreciate you guys taking that ride with me. Excuse me, guys. I seen a nice chick walking down the street. I had to pause for a minute and check her out. She looked pretty decent. But yeah, I appreciate you guys, watching this video and just taking that ride with me, man, to pick up the ROG Ally. In my past videos, you guys would have catch me in the back of an Uber, but now I'm behind the driver wheel. I'm driving now, got my own business, so it feels good. So you guys let me know what you think about the ROG Ally X, man, in the comments section, man. You guys are picking it up. I mean, you guys sticking with the current ROG Ally, or you're not interested, or you sticking to the Steam Deck, or you sticking to the Legion Go. Let me know. But yeah, man, for $800 though, man, I think, I know Hall effect joysticks has been the rave for a good while now, for a long while, if I may add. And I guess they could have added those in the Rog Ally X. They could have included a back stand like the Legion Go and the Nintendo Switch. They could have at least made a screen breaker, because the Rog Ally has, decent sized bezels around the screen, so they could have shrink those bezels a lot smaller and expanded the screen. So they could have made the screen a little bit bigger without making the system itself bigger. And I think they still should have went with the OLED, man. That would have pushed the battery life up even more. So this all this talk about it would have been more expensive to add an OLED screen. It's nonsense. I mean, these manufacturers get these screens in bulks, man. So you get stuff in bulk, logically, you get it cheaper. You get it cheaper. You get things, you get it cheaper. So it would have been just $50. Nintendo did the same thing with the OLED screens from Samsung with the Nintendo Switch. All they did was charge $50 more for the Switch OLED. So, and I would have gladly buy the Rog Ally X, even if they increase the price past $800. Let's just say $850 to $900 just to include an OLED screen. I still would have bought it, and many people still would have bought it as well. But I don't think it would have been that much. They're already overcharging you for the Rog Ally X by charging $800, so they could have added the screen, or at least charge $50 more on top of the $800 and make it $850 just to add an OLED screen. So for $800, they should have done a lot more with that Rog Ally X. But hey, it is what it is, right? We all know they're going to come out with a Rog Ally 2, maybe. I don't know. Whenever. I try not to buy too many PC handhelds. I did tell myself that the Legion Go was my last PC handheld. And in a way, I mean, it has. Unless you count the Rog Ally X. I mean, it's basically the same system I'm buying all over again, just with a bigger battery and small incremental upgrades. But I'm kind of done with the PC handheld, guys. Like, honestly, I mean, I'm satisfied with what I have. But as far as like the PC handhelds I have, such as the Legion Go, the Rog Ally, and the Steam Deck, if they do come out with newer versions of those, especially in the next couple of years where they're fully upgraded GPUs and whatnot, of course I may get those. But anything else, like the Ayo Kun and all these other PC, because there's so many PC handhelds out there, I can't even keep up, and I don't even know the name of half of them, but there are many more than the three main players out there. I would never get those. I just don't see the point. I mean, the PC handhelds I have, I'm happy with already. So if they do come out with a newer version to the ones I have, I may support them. I learned not to hold on to my systems anymore. Well, at least rather my PC handhelds. So if they come out with a ROG Ally 2, of course I will sell my last year model, which was a white model, and the ROG Ally X to get the newer one. Same thing with the Steam Deck. I'll sell my older Steam Deck models to get the newer one. There's no point in keeping them. I have like 3 Steam Decks. I know it sounds crazy, right? 3 Steam Decks. Why? I don't even really like the Steam Deck as much. But one thing I can get to the Steam Deck though, the Steam Deck is the closest handheld to a Nintendo Switch. I don't care what anybody says, because those YouTube comments don't really count. A lot of losers are in the comment sections of YouTube, and they like to defend their favorite handheld or console. But I'm gonna keep it real with you, man. Regardless of how people feel about the Switch is the best handheld, man. I'm gonna keep it 100 with you guys, man. It doesn't matter if it's outdated, it's long in the tooth. The Nintendo Switch is the best handheld. If it wasn't for the Nintendo Switch, there would have been no Steam Deck, no ROG Ally. Nintendo gave them that blueprint. They saw Nintendo winning, and everybody wanted a piece of the action. And now, all of a sudden, it's oh yeah, the PC, the handhelds are in now. The handhelds are the new best thing, man. Handheld been the thing since the Game Boy, man. They act like the handheld arena is something new. Nintendo been running the handheld arena for years, decades. So it's nothing new. So people are just weirdos nowadays, man. And you have all these weirdos, you know, that come into the comment section of my videos, and they will spend time. They will waste so much time by making up a dummy profile, calling it anti-Switch or whatever, and get in my comment section and let's talk trash about the Switch. Man, save your time, man. If you got a problem with the Switch and you hate the Switch, you gotta check it up with Nintendo. You should be you know, writing a letter to Nintendo, not to me. I'm not a Nintendo affiliate. It's not gonna hurt my feelings that you said the Switch sucks. The Switch is the best console, hybrid, whatever you want to call it, handheld, that came out, the best idea that came out in the past 7 to 8 years, man. If the Switch was so trash, Microsoft wouldn't be trying to make their own handheld. Sony wouldn't try to make a comeback with the PSP3 or whatever they want to call it. There would have been no PS Portal. There would have been no ROG Ally, no Steam Deck. That's just what it is. It's facts. I know people hate to hear that, but it is what it is. I live in the real world. The Steam Deck, actually, all these PC handhelds are flat. The only people that are putting these PC handhelds on the holy grail are losers that still live with their mom in the comment section on YouTube. They act like the Steam Deck is this holy grail. The Steam Deck only sold 1.62 million. That's a failure. When Nintendo came out with a Wii U and it only sold 13 million, everybody was making fun of Nintendo. Oh, the Wii U's are flap, I told you. Oh, Nintendo should go third party. And they sold 13 million Wii U's. And the Steam Deck only sold 1.62 million units. And people are praising it. You see the scapegoat? You see how people move the goalposts? And then all of a sudden, oh, you know, the Steam Deck is niche. It's only for PC players. And if, man, look, I guess PC don't have a lot of players. Then if you're selling, if you're only selling 1.62 million, that's a shame, man. It's a shame. Steam Deck is a dope system. I'm not hating on it, but it's not the best system, man. But let me get back to the point. The Steam Deck is the only PC handheld that's closer to Nintendo Switch, because you don't really have to do any tinkering. You just download your games from Steam and you play. You might have to, you know, play around with the settings a little bit to get it to play 60 FPS or whatever the case may be, or whatever your desired frame rate is. But the Steam Deck is the closest thing to the Switch. You just download your games and you play it. Now with the ROG Ally Legion Go, you constantly have to play around with Windows and download different plugins to get the system to work correctly with the games. But the good thing about the ROG Ally and any Windows-based PC handheld, you can actually play every single game. With the Steam Deck, you can't play every game. But yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and just, you know, end it right there, guys, as far as my thoughts. I'm actually pulling up to Best Buy right now. Wait, damn it. So I'm pulling up to the Best Buy right now, trying to find a parking space. Shouldn't be too hard. parking this damn van is so hard, man. Parking big vehicles. Oh, all right, guys. Oh, the excitement is high. The Rog Ally is in Best Buy. I'm excited, man. The Rog Ally is tugging on my heartstrings right now. Oh, yeah, so as you can see, I'm right here in the Best Buy parking lot. And let's go get it. Alright guys, so heading into this good old Best Buy. Phone's so dark. How you doing? What's up, man? Alright, so I got the Rog Ally X, guys. Walking back to my car, but check this out. I'm gonna show you it's like when I get into the vehicle. All right, boys and girls, here it is, the Rog Ally X. I'm starting to think I just called Rog Ally X. Because Ally has like what, an I in there? Wow, I've been calling it the wrong name forever. Oh well. So here it is, guys, the Rog Ally X. The case looks the same, just like the launch model of last year, just white. I actually prefer the white, and I wish they had a white color. I really do. They give you the option of different colors, but I think the reason why Asus went with black versus having a white option is because that's how they separate the two. So when you see a white Ally, you already know that's last year's model. When you see the black Rog Ally, you already know that's a newer, upgraded model, refresh model. Sorry guys, I'm gonna head home. Alright guys, Red Crimson 102, got a Rog Ally. I'm finna head home right now. We're gonna do a lovely unboxing. I'm gonna do a my thoughts and a review video later on, but keep in mind guys, for those people that are not educated out there, and I don't mean that in a bad way, the Rog Ally X is not an upgraded Rog Ally. It's the same as last year's model. The only difference is now you're working with 24 gigabytes of RAM instead of 16 gigs of RAM. You have a bigger battery at 80 watts, so your time, the game time is double. Actually, it's more than double. Now for the AAA games, yeah, it's double. So if you got like, it's more than double actually, because if you, for example, if Resident Evil, if you were getting like, I don't know, let's just say, I don't know, it's a kid. Let's just say roughly an hour of playtime with Resident Evil 4 on the OG Rog Ally, now you're gonna get maybe 2.5, which is pretty dope, by the way. I almost bought a 2 terabyte hard drive for it as well. Wow. They had a good deal on it too. The Samsung 990 2 terabyte for $190. I've seen SSDs in there for $229. But I think that's overkill. I could always upgrade later on. So it was tempting though, it was tempting, but the Rog Ally is expensive as is. If it was the same $700 or $750, then I would have maybe went ahead and purchased it. But that's neither here nor there. So Alright guys, that's enough chit chat. Let's go home and unbox this thing. But before I go, let me show you the parking lot of Best Buy one more time. Best Buy parking lot. Got the Trader Joe's behind me. Yeah guys, there you have it. Rog Ally X Vlog. Thank you guys for riding along with me and watching. I know it's a long damn video, but somebody wants something in my comment section. They like my vlog, so you know I had to make up for the Zelda. I kind of dropped the ball on the Tears of the Kingdom launch vlog, but it is what it is. You guys can also check it out on my channel as well. Now, honestly guys, I'm a little shy, really, when I'm going into stores holding the camera up. You know, people just looking at you crazy. But Best Buy is one of those tricky places where you have to be careful when you're recording, because they will tell you to, you know, people look at you crazy and they will say something to you. So I didn't want anybody to say anything to me, because when I walked into the store and I was recording, I saw this lady and she was looking at me. I guess she probably thought I was recording her or something, recording her ass, looking at her ass or something, which I really wasn't. Like, so I just turned it off. I started filming when I left the store. But alright man guys, I'm gonna head home, get to the unboxing. See you there. He's got the Rog Ally. He's got the Rog Ally. Yep, here it is, folks. Here it is, folks. The Rog Ally X. Let's get into this here unboxing. Alright guys, Red Crimson 102 back again. Thank you guys once again. Thank you one last time. I would like to thank you guys one last time for taking a ride with me on this vlog, on this trip to Best Buy to get the Rog Ally X. It's finally here. Yes, I'm excited, and let's get into this here unboxing. How the Steam Deck came with a carrying case, and for $800, ASUS should have finally included a case with the Rog Ally. Wow, this thing has some weight to it. I see the analog stick and the D-pad is a lot closer to the screen this time, so, well, it is a touch screen, so I guess it doesn't matter if you touch it accidentally while playing the game, but wow, it's kind of scary how it's a little bit close. They should have at least moved it back a little bit. Alright guys, so let's get a good look at the system. So this is the 8-direction D-pad. Never had any issues with the OG Rog Ally D-pad, to be honest with you. I actually liked it. But I guess in a way this might be better. But it's hard to tell if it's better, button wise and analog stick wise versus the OG Rog Ally, until you actually play a game on there. But anyway, guys, so you have two USB-C ports here. I believe this is the Lightning USB port. This port's supposed to be faster. It's cool how you have two USB ports on here now. This is the volume rocker. You got the vent, the SD card is right here, SD card slot, the power button, and 3.5 millimeter headphone jack. And as you can see, you have the M1 and M2 buttons in the back. People complain that with the Rog Ally, the last year's edition, they would accidentally touch it. Not me. I think that's an over exaggeration. But I guess it's cool that they moved it. I don't know. I never had any issues with the back paddles on the first model, so. The triggers, the L1 and L2 triggers, have some resistance to it. Like I said, guys, I can sit here and play with the buttons all day and tell you it feels better or it feels the same as a launch model Rog Ally from last year, but you really won't know until you start playing games on this thing. And I just got it today. I haven't played any games on this, so I can't tell you how it feels. I've heard people had issues with their Rog Ally. I never had any issues personally with my OG Rog Ally. The buttons were fine, everything worked on it. I'm just closely examining this system. I've gotten brand new systems before and it doesn't look brand new. It looked like somebody from the factory played around with it before they sent it out, or they dropped it before they sent it out, or in store they played around with it and played around with it and put it back in the box. Let's see. I don't know if it's me, but it seems like maybe it's just me. Yeah, there's like some nicks on the L2 button. Maybe it's just me. And I guess I forgot to mention, guys, here are the lights. That's the battery light, and I guess I don't know what this little light bulb here is for. Maybe that's for the internet. You know, like when you connect to the internet, it usually blinks. So maybe this little thing right here is to let you know, it's the indication that you're on the internet. So let's see what else. But when I first took it out of the packaging, it had a weight to it, and I've heard people saying that, well, obviously it weighs more than the original Rog Ally. They said due to the battery, but honestly, man, now that I'm holding it in the hand, it's still not that bad. It's actually not that bad. I guess I'll get used to it, but it does have some weight to it. I'm not even gonna lie. You can tell the batteries are like right here, left and right, because I can feel most of the weight in the handle. It does have some weight to it, honestly. Okay, so let's see what's in the rest of the packaging. I don't know if I'll be putting a screen protector on here. I think going forward with my handhelds, I'm going to start using those anti-glare screen protectors, man, because using those glass screen protectors, man, it reflects way too much light. Okay, so let's see what else is in here. And we're the 65-watt charger. So basically, it comes with the same power brick charger, 65 watts. I still have my old Rog Ally, so I'll continue to use that charger. So I'll just keep this in a box as a backup for right now. But it's neat packaging. Let's see what else it comes with. Nothing underneath. They did a good job of the packaging, but it feels they did a pretty good job on the packaging. I like how everything's like neatly placed and tucked away. 12 months warranty from date purchase. Okay, so you have a 1-year warranty. And I've heard people been having issues with ASUS customer service. I actually didn't have any issues with them, man. When my OG Rog Ally, the SD card reader burnt out, you know, I called them and they actually was pretty helpful. They just told me to send it in, and I sent it in, and you know, they sent it back pretty quick. Getting started. So okay, these are the official instructions. And I'm not going to read all that. So now how do I have this? Yeah, okay. That looks about right. Yeah, guys, so that's it right there. The Rog Ally X, man. I'm pretty excited. This thing has some weight to it. But it's not bad, though. But it does have some weight. It does have some weight to it. I'll just leave it at that. So when I start playing this thing for a couple of hours, 1 or 2 hours, I'll see how it feels. I'm going to go ahead and grab my Launch Rog Ally and see how it compares to this. Well, folks, I decided to save the comparison for another video, but I just wanted to show you the Rog Ally X. This was most definitely a decent and fun vlog trek to Best Buy to pick up my Rog Ally X. As you can see, I have it up and running. These are the titles I have on here. I've downloaded to test on the Rog Ally X. I haven't played all games yet, but I played a few. I'm a big King of Fighters fan, so I tried out the King of Fighters, and I tried out this game called Sulaco. It's a first-person shooter. I got a lot of hours playing that game. I played it for about an hour and a half, 2 hours, and I still had like 70% battery life left, something like that. And I played Alan Wake, actually. I'm a big fan of Alan Wake. American Nightmare, I played it on, I believe 720p high settings, medium to high settings, and I believed I think I played it for about an hour 45 minutes to 2 hours. I can't remember. I wasn't really recording the time, but I didn't play it at 100%, but I know I played it and I dropped it down to 20. It dropped to 22% doing gameplay. And if I had to take a guess, an educated guess, I believe I was playing for about an hour and a half, almost 2 hours, and I was down to 22%.
So there you go. I'll do further testing to see how much hours I can squeeze out of the Ally X with certain titles, and definitely let you guys know. If you're new to my channel, like and subscribe if you like my content. And my next video, I will be doing a comparison between the Rog Ally X and, of course, the last year's model. So peace out. Red Crimson 102. I'm out of here.